All right, so good night, everyone. As mentioned, we're coming on at the halftime to really kind of talk about what we've seen in the game so far. And Central versus Club Sando. The reason this is an important game is because the league leaders, Defense Force, have dropped points recently. And because they have dropped points, it gives the opposition or second place, in this case Central FC, gives them a sniff that hey, they could potentially come back. Whether you want to believe that yes or no, it's up to you. But it always gives um, that chance, and exactly that. I mean, it's good that the league leaders play in the second game, so Central know what they have to do to put pressure, and when they put pressure on, then wait for Defense Force to either make it or slip up. So I'm supposed to have a couple people on with me tonight. Um, I hope they do make it at some point. But we'll just start now. So again, if you have any questions, comments about the actual game itself, I'm looking and I see it's like 41 minutes. So I know the first half almost completed. Just let me know. Also, let me know if you're hearing me clearly. Typically, I would ask one of the other guys, but they're not on as yet. So I want to make sure that I'm being heard clearly. What I've seen in the game so far, I've seen Club Sando kind of take the fight to Central, although based on standings, you would think that Central should win this game still and that they are good enough. Ah yes, yeah, Kai was on the last stream. So what I would want to do every now and again if possible, try to bring a footballer on. And I do have a footballer that is supposed to be on with me soon. But yes, Kai, a pretty decent guy. Um, I talk with him ever so often, and he's doing good things. So wanted to really kind of highlight the good things that he's doing. So I asked him to come on. Similarly, I'd ask one or two other people to come on too, so that we could get to know about them, know a bit more information about them also. Um, yeah. So as I was saying, you're seeing Club Sando running at Central and Central kind of sitting back and well actually now they're in front as we talking right here. But they're really soaking up the pressure and honestly they would be the team that I would have thought would have been more on the offensive. That is Central that is. But I guess they trying to hold out um, for the first half and then see how it goes. So I guess son, as you put that message, I'm assuming that you hear me clearly and that I was able to answer your question or add to what you're saying there. But yeah, um, Club Sando actually does look pretty attacking, and they look like they may be the team to make the first breakthrough because Smek and Luke, I think is Luke Daniel or something, is guy name on top. Forgive me if that is not his full name. I think is Luke something. He and Smek look pretty decent as a combination, just haven't had the final product as yet. The Defense Force game is starting at 8. So this one started at 6, and immediately after that would be the Defense Force game. Defense Force playing Caledonia. Again, that's a big game for us to watch because Defense Force dropped points recently, twice. And that would give everybody a moment of excitement or really want people to see how far they look to progress. Yeah, yeah, quite 8 p.m. I guess yeah, it's a Friday evening and first game started at 6, so they're thinking that hey, just now we have a break here. Oh man. Nah man. Nah. That was the opportunity Central was looking for. They got behind the defense from this distance, I can't see who was the striker, but who that's not good. That is not good because now we could see Angus on the sideline making noise with his team. But yeah, they finally got in behind the defense. But yes, that game starts at 8. So what we've seen so far, the referee has allowed a lot to play. She clearly likes the physical aspect of the game, because what would be considered most people might consider fouls, she has allowed plenty to play. All right, we have 2 minutes. Veersen said that he actually got called and he is unable to make it because he has work. And I think in his video that he did yesterday or was posted this morning, he mentioned that something came up and he won't be able to be on tonight to really even see the game, which again is unfortunate because I really like to listen to him. His point of view always unique, and he really brings some good ideas. One of his last videos was kind of controversial, where he talked a bit about some of the stuff, I'll leave it like that, stuff happening in the TTFA from years ago since Jack, and now seems to possibly be going on still. But that was a very interesting video. I actually listened to it and it took me back. And I know he's more of a journalist, so he would have more investigative prowess and like to look more into it than me. So saying all that to say that he does some great work, Veersen, and he should, for those who listening on, like, share his page also, because he has very good information coming with regards to Trinidad football also. I think first half should nearly be finished, and it looks like it will end off at 0-0. So I have a friend of mine who be coming on, and we have some discussion in the meantime. May I add him? Hey, Ade, are you here?
Yeah, I can hear. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Yeah, sorry, I was doing some stuff. So
Oh, no, it's fine, man. That's fine.
yeah.
So I don't know. Did you get a chance to see the first half of the game?
No, I didn't. What's going on?
So it's still 0-0. Now went to the halftime, but it's still 0-0 right now. The side which I guess most people would consider as the underdog in the team was actually running at Central.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean that's always good to see, not just foregone conclusion. The game play on the field, and they've been doing pretty good so far. So
Okay.
for most people who don't know, I would just kind of ask Ade to introduce himself, and I would honestly say he is probably one of the most highly rated players Trinidad has not seen as yet, because I don't know why. I don't know why. Probably you might be able to share with Ade. So take it away. Tell us who you are and what's going on with you right now.
Hello, everyone. My name is Adaye Papanet. I am 19 years old, and my current team is Granada FC in Spain. Um, I've just came back in Spain about 2 months ago because I was trying to sort out some document issues. So I was out for about 6 months roughly. And now I'm back. I'm now getting to the gist of stuff. I've played a couple of games. I think I played about 4 to 5 games. I played Real Betis. I played Sevilla. And other teams. Uh, I haven't scored any goals yet. I've got in a few minutes, but taking the time slowly to get me into the game. Still have to
Yeah,
get back my fitness and get used to the altitude, etc. But yeah, I'm happy that I started the season.
nice.
Preseason is coming soon. I'm gonna train really hard for next season. Next season, I'm going to be playing with the under 23s. I step
Okay.
close. I step closer to the first team,
Right.
and yeah, I'm going all out for next season. And
Okay.
hopefully,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice one. So right now you are playing with the U21
No, right now I'm playing under 19.
on a 19, and then
Yeah,
the step next would be U23. Okay.
yeah. The second team to the first team. Yeah.
Nice, 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 nice. Well, that is really good, man. Um, I wanted to ask, and I know we spoke before. Somebody actually posted in the comments, haven't I interviewed you before? Yes, I have. And this, if you want a lot more information, please go back and look at that interview. For those who haven't, and they would have expressed a lot more there. But since then to now, as he said, he's been back and playing a couple games. I wanted to ask, have you heard anything from our national team, as in terms of a call up, or well, I know we have a long stretch of games coming up. Have you or your dad, because I know your dad would be one probably handling that aspect.
Well,
Have you all heard anything, or are you in a
surprisingly,
position to say, yeah?
we like me and my team not really pushing for the national team just yet. Like I
Oh, okay,
said,
okay.
yeah, like I said before, I've been out for so long, so my abilities are not. I'm gonna be honest, my abilities are not like 100% yet. So
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
gonna try to contact the national team when I know I'm not 100%. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right, all right. Fair enough,
So
fair enough, fair enough.
because when I obviously national team is really important. So when I go, I wanna give my 100%. You know, to
Okay,
help. So um yeah, we've been talking about it. We've been keeping track of the games, and I know they have a games coming up against Nigeria, I think, and Jamaica. Is
so
it?
right, so the Unity Cup is coming up. That is in
Mm-hmm.
May 27th to the 31st. We
Mm-hmm.
have to play Jamaica first, and the winner
Mm-hmm.
of that game will play the
Please.
winner of Ghana and Nigeria.
Mhm.
And well, obviously the loser would play the loser also. So we have two games. We're not exactly sure who our two games would be.
Okay, okay, understand.
Obviously the first one is Jamaica, but in terms of the African team, we don't know exactly who we would play as yet.
Okay, yeah. Well, obviously, my goal obviously is want to play for my national team and
Right,
help them well. But as I said before, I want to come on a team when I know I'm 100%.
right, right, right,
And
right.
and I believe that when I start next season, then I will start pushing to come onto the national team.
Okay, 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 okay.
So, but
Well, that's good.
obviously, it's not gonna be too long because obviously, preseason is soon, and then the next season will start about 2 months after, so 2 3 months
Right,
after. So not too long, but yeah, I'm now getting back into just the stuff, and yeah, I'm happy. Like this
nice one.
weekend, Sunday, I think we're playing Malaga. Malaga
Okay,
FC. Yeah, and yeah, just taking things slowly as they go. So
nice. So, how have you settled back into your team?
I,
Into
I'm gonna. It have its few challenges. Obviously,
right,
first time being in a professional environment.
right,
I'm
right.
obviously far away from my family. Uh, Different skills, different players. Everybody here is good. Not like you're back home and you can see you're the best in the team.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Everybody here is at a stand. So
Right,
it has its challenges, but the coaches, I wouldn't have got inside if I wasn't good. You know,
right.
so
True, true, true,
it's my
true, true, true.
ability. So yeah, it's just to take time. Obviously, people that is not into the team and the sports, they would obviously have a low opinion
Hmm.
about why isn't a player performing and why is he doing that, why is he doing this. There's a lot of aspects and comes to if a player is not performing. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, right,
Just
right,
the
right.
new
Yeah,
environment, different players, as a language barrier.
yeah.
So it have a lot of different aspects of how a player takes time. But as I said, little by little, step by step, I would catch my feet, and I'll be running very soon.
Nice, 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 nice. So what kind of time have you been getting in games so far? Is it full games? Is it 20 minutes, 30 minutes coming in?
Some games been full, some games been 15. Obviously, they're the professionals, they're the
Right,
professional coaches, so they would know what's good for me.
right.
So I'm just here along for the ride and trusting their process for me. So yeah, been getting 20, 30 minutes, sometimes full game. So
Okay,
yeah, slowly, slowly,
okay,
slowly.
okay, okay. Fair, fair enough. Um, so I was going to ask about, like, if you did see the first half, what do you think the standard is? But I know you didn't see it, so I guess that's probably not a question to really ask now. But if you could, I know there's a you mentioned it was 4 hours different, right? So
Six.
is 6 hour difference.
Yeah, it's almost 1 year.
Wow, yeah. So thanks for being on still.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
So,
yeah. So if you could, which I highly doubt, there's the next game where we see the league leaders,
mhm,
defense force. But you could always go back on Wave TV at some point and look at the game. Look at what we are bringing out, and then subsequently, you and I could probably have a conversation on your thoughts about it. But we have one team that again seems to be running away with the league right now,
mhm,
and they would then be going into the Caribbean Cup and that kind of thing. So that is the strides we're making here. And the good thing is I've been hearing that a lot of scouts looking at our players, even in the professional league now,
okay,
the
that's good.
Premier League. So really hoping that we get people headed out, making more moves like you. Um, do you follow up on Dante at all?
Uh, not really. As obviously, as I don't really, I just be focused on myself. I'm not really
Right,
into a lot of
right,
people
right.
business. I don't talk to them. I don't talk to Dante.
Yeah,
But we're cool.
yeah.
I know Nathaniel. Me and him used to go to the same school and stuff. We don't
Okay.
really talk like that, but it's just like, okay, what's up, bro? You good? Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
really like close with them like that, but yeah, we have a mutual understanding. It's
Okay,
that.
okay. Fair, 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 fair. The reason I brought him up, he was playing, I guess, like reserve team, but his contract is finishing soon. So
Mhm.
we really hope that he gets a good move somewhere also, so that he would continue his football because he's looking good. He playing solid for the national team, very attack minded,
Mhm.
and which I know similar to you, and that's why for me personally, who just waiting to see on the national team, I guess I had to wait a year again. But I'm hoping that soon you could be part of the attack also
Yeah.
because we have some good things happening on the team, and yeah, we pushing towards our World Cup, so we need everybody and we need as much talent as we could get, right?
Yeah, obviously, I watched the think I can't remember who you guys played. Uh, you had to the team was you have to win a game in order to go to qualify. I can't remember what team it was.
Right, so that was Cuba. We had to
Yeah,
play home and away to get into the Gold
yeah,
Cup. Yeah,
so Coach York brought in some players from the US, the winger, what's his name?
Terry Spicer.
Yeah, yeah. So good that we need more good attacking players to get us the goals.
Yeah,
Um, obviously Nathaniel, he's a class of a player as well as Dante. So we really need these young players who actually showing their talent to actually come on and show what they have for the country.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, definitely. So I saw somebody put in the comments if I saw that Scully, which is another guy who does a lot of videos also, he did an interview with Rio Cardines, and
mm,
Rio Cardines actually plays for Crystal Palace.
yeah, yeah.
But again, I think is somewhere in the academy. I think it's U19. I'm not sure.
No, I think
Um,
he's with the I think he's with the under 23s.
oh,
Yeah.
U23. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. So he also is another player who we
Yeah,
looking forward to see.
when I went to try out for the under 20 last year,
Hmm.
I did met him.
Okay, 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 cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a he seems to be a cool guy too. I never really spoke much with him like online, but
Nah, he's quiet. He's a quiet guy. He's quite
yeah,
quiet.
because
Yeah.
looking at the interview, it's like I saw Scully talking to him, and then he was just kind of there are some people who just answer questions because you ask them a question, and then
Hmm.
there are some people who engage and give a little bit more. He was just one of those who answers a question when you ask him that question. So yeah, I
And
can see that
he's a
that's the
chill
kind
guy.
of person he is.
He's just a chill guy.
Yeah, 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 yeah. He seems pretty cool. I see somebody
Yeah.
say you 21 though, so I don't know.
No, yeah, I can't. He's under 20, under 21. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, but it was a when I went, it was a good experience. Obviously, that was the first time I've been back in my country in the past 4 years,
oh, for real?
or
Okay.
5 years. So it was a good thing to come back to. The weather was insane. It would have unbearable. Um, but yeah, it was a good experience, even though I didn't get picked for the team. It
Right.
was an experience coming back to mingle with people I used to play with and stuff. So yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So definitely appreciate the fact that you're out there doing your thing, and you still any opportunity you get, at least at the U20, you came back, and
Mhm.
looking forward to seeing you more. So what has your day been like so far? What's a typical day recently? Now that you're on the team and you're working with the team.
Typical day, wake up in the morning, go training. After training, we have a gym session. And after the gym session, we come back home, probably rest for a bit. I'll go gym again, and you're free for the rest of the day, basically.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
simple. People think it's a whole load of different things, but it's pretty simple.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, right. So I saw somebody ask if you know or what are your Gold Cup group predictions. So let's stick to our group. Our group is Trinidad and Tobago, United States, Haiti, and wow, why am I drawing a blank? Somebody that is why I wanted
Was
Prince
it
on and Prince.
Canada?
Nah, 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 not
Uh,
Canada. Oh man, Princess remember all these things. That's why I wanted him on. Who are we playing? Oh, just now I don't want to look now because I really can't remember. Yes, this is embarrassing. Saudi Arabia. Somebody posted Saudi Arabia. That is the yeah, that is why that was so far out of my mind. That's why I forgot them.
okay. What's our prediction?
Yeah, what do you think? Do you think that we have a good chance of coming out of the group, and how do we come out of that group if we do?
Listen, we need to, as Trinidadians, we love our country, but
Absolutely.
uh, we
Let
are
me start
scared
with
to
that.
face reality,
Yeah,
and we just don't want to tell the truth. But um, with the team we have, I'm confident that we could give a good fight
right.
to the other countries. But again, the way Trinidad picks players like is not like the other countries. The other countries go out and search for international players that actually play professional football and is
Agreed.
actually
Yeah.
performing. I think we're just too we too loyal. If you understand what I'm trying to say, we,
Homegrown. You're looking for
we
homegrown.
yeah, we're too loyal. Because if you wanna, sometimes if you wanna go to the next level, you have to look for the best. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You
Right.
have to
Right.
look
Right.
for the
Right. Right.
best, and if you want the best for your team, the other people who you don't pick have to understand that this is best for the team. You
Right.
know what I'm
True.
saying? So sometimes you just have to compromise and do what's best for the team. It's not individual. It's not who you have favors for. It's not who you like, who
Yeah.
who you don't like. You just have to do. You have to do. So the other teams like USA, they're overpowered. And,
Yep.
uh,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I'm sure Saudi Arabia have good teams. Who's the other team? Who's the
Haiti.
other?
Haiti is the other one in
I
our
think
group.
I'm not sure, but I think Haiti has some good players as well. I think they
They
have
do.
international players, yeah.
They do. They do.
And
They do.
yeah, but coming back to Trinidad, we have some. We now coming into to bringing into international players. Um, the more we do it, the better we will get. It's just a process. For the past few years, we started to do it slowly,
Yeah.
so it could only go uphill,
Okay.
and I'm
True.
hoping it
True.
will go.
True. True.
So
You and I both, and the rest of people on really hope it goes uphill pretty fast
yeah,
because it come in thick and fast. Yeah, it come in quick.
yeah, but see, about good things take time.
Well, true.
Obviously, we take us so long to start, but at least we start.
True.
So the
True. True.
process
True.
starts
True.
now. So
Yeah,
uh, once we continue like how we're doing, we can only get better.
I agree.
And once
I
we
agree.
once we once we fix our mindset, once we stick to the game plan, then I'm sure we will be beating top flight countries
Yeah.
in the near future, definitely.
True. 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 True.
So yeah.
Somebody said we would finish third minimum. I really hope not, because it's top two that going top two that going through.
But the thing is, at least we got there, innit?
That is true. That is true.
At
That is
least we got
definitely one
there.
thing to look at.
So the more we get to them positions, the more teams would know us and have a mutual respect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
so they're here for a reason. And the more we face an opponent, the better we get to know them. The more tactics we imply in our team to beat those teams.
Yeah.
So if we lose, as I said, failure only makes you better.
Correct.
The more
Correct.
time if we lose, we could always improve for the next time. So
True.
as
True.
I
True.
said,
True.
it's a process.
Bro, well, I really appreciate your time. Um, this was just supposed to really be like 15 minutes between the first half and second half. And as always, I really enjoy talking to you, and you always share a lot of insight. And if there's one thing we could definitely take away from this, is that we know we have good players out there. We have solid players out there. And well, in your case, it's just a matter of when you make it onto the team. And we need to do more recruiting. We need to really get out there and find the right players, because I mean, I
Yeah,
understand what you're saying in terms of it is a slow process sometimes, but 2026 is our easiest chance to make the World Cup.
yeah, true. That is true.
So
That,
everybody looking forward to make sure we get there. To make sure we
yeah,
get there.
that, yeah. But hey, we can only do as much as the coach want to do it. So
Correct, correct. And the good thing is we have a attack minded coach, because we see that
yeah,
that his tactics definitely different to what there was before.
yeah, he's done his duties abroad, so he know what he's
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah. He knows what it's like outside there. So we're looking for him to really take us there.
Yeah, and I believe he would. I believe he would.
Yeah,
You just need to get those international players
correct.
if you actually want to do something. So
That's true. That's true. So thanks for your time. And I know, well, now is 1 p.m. Wow. 1 a.m.
one
Sorry.
yeah,
Yeah. So you go ahead and head in. Thank you so much for joining me. And a little later on, I have another live. I have another, supposed to have another footballer on with me. So I'll have a little bit of discussion with him also. So you could
okay.
probably always look back at that one when you when you're up and you're about.
Yeah, no problem. I will do. Well, we in contact, so
We always in contact, yeah.
yeah, we'll talk.
All right, bro. Thanks very much, and thanks
No problem.
everyone for being on the live. And join me on the next live later at the half of the next game. So Appreciate that and appreciate your time, bro. Enjoy your night.
See you.